My name's Gershon Kutsi and you're watching MeloTV. If you are a new mom or your little one requires the services of a paediatrician, we now introduce you to Dr. Omar Adam, who's been at Melomed Mitchells Plain for the past 24 years, and he comes from a family enriched with medical doctors. Dr. Omar Adam, thank you so much for joining us right here on MeloTV. You are a paediatrician, but it all started 24 years ago when you qualified as a super specialist.
I had a very keen interest in pediatrics, but all started during the time of my matric exams. I have a very strong family history of medical doctors, and one of the uncles loved kids and he should always concentrate on kids in the treatment of them. And that's where I assist him and learned all about children and taking care and loving them very much. I qualified in 1994 as a specialist. As a doctor, I qualified in 1983. I always loved Cape Town. I had an opportunity to come and practice at Mitchells Plain Medical Center, and it's been the last 24 years that I really enjoyed my stay at Mitchells Plain Medical Center.
It is 24 wonderful years, and we spoke to you before the interview, and you're a very cool doctor. How come you're so cool?
You learn from kids. You're not only treating the kids, you're treating parents, grandparents, I always say the in-laws and outlaws, but there's extreme passion when treating kids. You have to be very sort of passionate about it. You have to be very compassionate to the parents. You have to be a lot of empathy. You have to a lot of sympathy to parents, how they sleep and suffer to bring kids up. The area that I service is, unfortunately, because of the socio-economic problems in the country, places like Mitchells Plain, Khayelitsha, Philippi, Crossroads, you see extremely very ill kids, and handling of kids and handling of parents are very important.
There seems to be in your practice this great gel from your background staff to the front staff and yourself. This is great interaction and great understanding. I'm
very finicky about how my staff handle the patients. We're not treating adults who can actually defend themselves. Children cannot defend themselves. So I think it's very important to understand, try and accommodate them as much as possible. Training of staff is very important. I do not like changing staff too frequently. My oldest staff is 20 years in this practice, the second is 10 years, and the third one is 3 years old. And I harp on it on a daily basis that treat them with compassion. And the main reason is that children's condition changes from time to time. A child can be well at 8 o'clock in the morning, at 6 p.m. in the evening the child's condition changes rapidly, and that's the passion about children. They get sick very fast, and the wonder about it that they recover extremely well and very quickly.
Climate, seasonal change, it changes constantly, especially in Cape Town.
Yeah, unfortunately, our bulk of our problem is winter. We do 2 major seasons, though we can have 4 seasons in one day in the Western Cape. And the problem with our winter diseases are quite bad. We see a lot of respiratory problems, a lot of upper respiratory tract infections, and during our summer periods we see a lot of gastroenteritis or dehydration, which can be quite traumatic for the parents.
Your love for children is evident, and that comes across in you as a paediatrician too.
I think if you choose a career like to become a paediatrician, it's like much different than you treating adults. Adults can say they've got a pain here and there. You're talking to somebody who don't understand, you're talking to somebody who don't respond. It's only the physical signs and symptoms, and very important, very, very important is what the parents tell you. In 99% time, the parent will be right. A parent will guide you in your diagnosis. They will guide you to tell you the condition of the child. And I think if you've got a good ear to listen to the parents' signs and symptoms about their child's condition, and 90% time you got your diagnosis sorted out.
What is the secret to your success as a paediatrician?
Be calm, be compassionate, have a lot of empathy, and listen, listen, and listen. And very, very important, do not make false diagnoses. Be honest with the parents. Sometimes very difficult to swallow the truth, but I think honesty to the parents, because at the end of the day, if the child is well, the parents will be smiling back at you.
The role of a doctor, paediatrician, and nursing staff, that goes hand in hand.
They are inseparable. They're like Siamese twins. And I think it's extremely important for doctors to respect the nursing staff. Where there's a reward to be given, reward them. Where there's a mistake, educate them. You don't have to howl at them and treat them like your subordinates. They are not. They're equal to you. In fact, the numbers of hours they spend with the kids in the ward are much more than what we spend with the children. And then I think one must be compassionate to them, but also at the same time must educate them and reward where reward is needed. You don't have to pound to them 24/7 because their hours are long, but a teamwork is a dream work again. And just imagine that when you love and care for them, they will love and care for your smaller patients.
Well, there we heard it from Dr. Omar Adam, a pediatrician who has a real love for his job and a real love for children. If you do require the services of Dr. Adam, his contact details are on the screen. From all of us at Melomed, thank you for watching this video. Until next time, goodbye.